Request network took us by surprise recently when it increased over 1000% in almost 2 weeks, and it has been correcting itself since then. And today we'll see if that was it or there will be more upside. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is King, your host, and today's video is for pure educational purposes. If it's your first time in the channel and you happen to like my content, please consider subscribing and smashing the like button. Also, if you're new into trading and don't know where to start or how to trade, you may consider joining my Telegram channel where I provide exclusive trading setups, and this will help save your time and get your feet in the game. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll leave the links for you below. And now, let's go and see the chart. So as I always explain to you guys in my videos, the only certain thing that we know about the market is that it moves in waves. In other words, we will always have an impulse and then some kind of correction and then another impulse and then correction and so on. So here in request network chart we have a clear example about that. After the recent impulse that took us all by surprise, which started from around 4 cents here and shoot all the way to about 42 cents. So this was the impulse of the structure, and then the price started its correction. Now usually corrections include 3 waves in their structure, and looking at request network correction that we have over here, it seems to be a complete correction where we have the first wave down and then the second wave up and then the third wave down to where the price is right now. Now in an ideal scenario, this should be all the correction that we should have in request network, and we should resume the uptrend afterwards from here. However, this is not necessarily the case because we still need to see what Bitcoin is going to do in the coming days. But from what I can see right now is that we have a 3-wave correction that is complete. Now the price at this point is at a strong support level. And if we zoom out, this support started forming around March of this year. So when the price was trending up from the beginning of the cycle, it was rejected the first time around this area, and the second time, third time, and the fourth time. Then it went down until the recent impulse in the price that took it all the way, broke down what used to be a resistance and went way above this level. Now, after the price started correcting itself, we can see that this level was retested a couple of times, but this time as support, because as soon as the price broke out of this area, the resistance here turned into support. So it tried to touch the level here, it couldn't make it, it retraced and went up. It was tested once here, and now we're testing it for the second time. Now what makes this area strong as well is that if we plot the Fibonacci retracement levels, we'll find that this area is around the 0.618 Fibonacci level, which is usually the strongest among them. And from a technical analyst perspective, if this tells me something, it should tell me that the price, even if Bitcoin takes some time to consolidate and go sideways or even drop down further, request network price should not go below this level. It should keep on going sideways. However, if this level was broken and Bitcoin had further downside in the coming days, so the next level that should be holding the price is the 0.786 Fibonacci level. But this still remains to be seen because we need to see what Bitcoin is going to do next. Now, in case this level holds and the price starts preparing itself to continue its uptrend, the question is, what is going to happen next? And for that, we'll go to the weekly chart. Now, as you can see on the weekly chart, I have already drawn the structure that I believe request network is forming right now. So the uptrend of this cycle for request network started around March of 2020, and since then it has formed the first wave, which was an impulse, the second wave, which was a 3-wave correction, and this is what we call a running flat, and now we're in the middle of the third wave. Now if the theory from the previous chart is correct and this support area keeps on holding the price, so what we should be seeing next is the price continuing its trend up from this point onwards till the end of this cycle. And if that happens, the next non-resistance level that we have is technically the previous all-time high of the 2018-2017 cycle, and the highest price that Request Network reached back then was $1.2. So if the price is going to continue its trend up from here, if this support holds itself, so the next logical resistance is going to be around $1.2, $1.25. Now if there was enough momentum and enough volume for Request Network, the price may break this level and go further up. And if that happens, we are most likely to see a decent hike in price from this point onwards, because Request Network has never been above this level. However, if that is not the case, it is most likely that we see a double top pattern over here, so the price reaches this previous resistance level and then it fails here and starts correcting itself. We can discuss it again once we get to this point over here, but what we know for sure right now is that this piece of the chart, let's go back to the previous chart, so this is the 4 hours chart. What we know for sure is that this piece over here is corrective in its nature, and eventually this one should continue going up because it's not a reversal pattern that we have over here. So that's why I'm telling you that the price should continue heading up from here, but that's also subject to the support area holding itself or not, and this should be clear to us in the coming days or the coming week as soon as we get to see what Bitcoin is going to do. So this was it for Request Network. Let me know your opinion. Which scenario are you more with? Tell me in the comments below. This was it for Request Network, and until next video, stay safe and see you later.